Today, FTX reportedly moves ahead on plans to revive its international crypto exchange. Israel seizes crypto the country believes was used to finance Hezbollah and Iran's Revolutionary Guard. And Mastercard's head of crypto explains the company's new digital asset network introduced today. Welcome to CNBC's Crypto World. I'm Tanea McKeel. Major cryptocurrencies slightly in the red today. As of noon Eastern, Bitcoin inched lower but was still trading above the $30,000 level. Ether traded around $1,850 and Polygon's Matic token fell 3%. Okay, let's get right to the top stories today. FTX is starting talks to relaunch its international crypto exchange. That's according to this article from the Wall Street Journal published today, which cited FTX's new CEO, John Ray, as saying that the crypto company is soliciting interested parties to the reboot of the exchange. Citing people familiar with the discussions, the Journal reported that the failed crypto firm has been holding early talks with investors about backing the potential restart through structures, including a joint venture. FTX would likely rebrand as part of any relaunch, according to the report. We tried to reach out to FTX for confirmation, but did not hear back right away. In the meantime, yesterday, a federal judge rejected Sam Bankman-Fried's bid to throw out most of the charges the former FTX CEO is facing. That decision paves the way for his trial in October. Next, the Israeli government announced yesterday that it seized millions of dollars in crypto from accounts that had sent or received funds in alleged financing schemes for a powerful arm of the Iranian military and the Iran-backed Hezbollah militant group. Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant said that for the first time ever, Israel's National Bureau for Counterterror Financing confiscated crypto from Hezbollah and from Iran's Quds Force. Both have been designated by the U.S. and some other governments as terrorist organizations and locked out of the traditional global financial system. Chainalysis said their tools played a role in this, quote, landmark national security achievement. In a blog post, the blockchain analytics firm said that Israel seized a total of about $1.7 million worth of crypto and disrupted cryptocurrency-based terrorism financing infrastructure run by two organizations. Finally, Mastercard, the world's second-largest card network, just introduced what it's calling the multi-token network, which is aimed at financial institutions, fintech companies, and businesses. It would allow various parties to interact on the same network in an interoperable way, and this is the latest initiative from Mastercard, which has rolled out other capabilities to make activity on this network more secure, scalable, and of course, interoperable. The company says it's testing various capabilities the network can be used for, beginning with tokenized bank deposits. For our main story, Crypto World's Talia Kaplan spoke with Mastercard's head of crypto, Raj Dhamodharan, about the new network. He breaks down what inspired the multi-token network to come about and what the company's trying to achieve by launching products and solutions focused on blockchain technology.
You have always said that instilling trust is a critical step towards realizing the full potential of the blockchain ecosystem. And today, Mastercard is building on that theme, introducing what's called the multi-token network, or MTN. You say that the network was created with the goal of enabling more efficient payment and commerce applications. Can you expand on your vision for this new network?
Yeah, absolutely. As you've seen, the crypto sector as a whole has a lot of innovation going on in terms of foundational technologies. We're also seeing the financial institutions and central banks get involved in this, wanting to take advantage of the innovations that are in there to help power a new breed of financial technology as well as innovation, right? But in order to fully take advantage of that underlying technology, we think there need to be few foundational places in place before application developers, fintechs, take full advantage of it. And that's the reason we are talking about MTN today, which is a combination of these technologies that solve for these foundational issues.
Expanding on what you just said, I understand MTN aims to meet what you say are four key industry needs, including trust in technology and consumer protections. Can you take us through what you call the pillars of trust and explain how MTN incorporates these pillars?
Yeah, absolutely. The first one, really for financial institutions or any the fintechs and businesses to develop applications, is really knowing who you're developing for, the identity. Knowing who the person is on the other side of the transaction is such a foundational thing for formal financial applications. We think that should be the number one building block that is needed. So we took the first step on that by launching the Mastercard Crypto Credential earlier this year, where people are starting to use it for powering cross-border transactions. And that kind of identity mechanism that is purpose-bound to the kind of transaction and the interaction that you need to have is key to building any successful application. The second piece of this is really, what is the currency? What is the payment token that's going to power these transactions and applications? Now, we think the financial institutions are handling all of the deposits for consumers and businesses. And today, that hasn't gotten the power of programmability and immutability and fast moment of value that the blockchain technologies offer. It hasn't benefited from that. We think bringing that tokenized forms of bank deposits to power this network will help applications to be developed that actually addresses all aspects of the economy, not just a smaller sector. Right? So that is the second piece. And the third piece, which you alluded to already, is the technology itself. People need to understand how that works and need to be able to trust the technology for it to work with other networks. If you provide a blockchain-based network, it needs to interoperate with the real world. It needs to provide transfers of value, make sure that it can be trusted and scale. So that is another aspect. But none of this comes together without a common rule set that everyone can follow, where consumers and businesses are protected with the right set of protections. And because things do go wrong, we can't always automate everything away in algorithm. You need a common rule set so that when things go wrong or there is a fraud happens, there's an equitable way of resolving those disputes and getting a trusted way to build applications. We think all of this comes together to develop a new set of financial applications that benefit all of this: the trust in identity, trust in the currency format, trust in the technology, trust in the right set of rules for powering a new set of financial applications.
So you're beginning to test this new network. So I'm wondering, where does MTN stand right now? I believe you're kicking off the beta version in Europe soon?
Yeah, so a key to do this is to work with partners in developing the right set of use cases. So we're making these capabilities available in the form of a beta network in UK first, and we're inviting financial institutions, fintechs, and crypto fintechs to help build a set of financial applications on top of this. We're launching an innovation sprint over the summer, which we hope we will bring in these capabilities out in the form of use cases. Ultimately, some of these will go on to be live in parts of the world.
So last time we spoke was in April at one of the biggest crypto conferences in the world, Consensus 2023. That's where you revealed what's called Mastercard Crypto Credential, which you brought up today earlier in this conversation. And Crypto Credential essentially established a set of standards and infrastructure that Mastercard believes will help authenticate interactions among consumers and businesses using blockchain networks. Now, here we are 2 months after you debuted Crypto Credential at Consensus. So I'm wondering, how is that service going so far, and what has it been able to achieve?
That's right. We talked about Crypto Credential at Consensus, and we launched it with a number of partners. They're hard at work in integrating that capability. We hope to get that cross-border transactions live soon. So that is the number one. Second, since then, we've used the capability in some of the work that we've been doing on the central bank digital currencies. In particular, Australia project, Australian Central Bank, Reserve Bank of Australia, wanted to bring their central bank digital currency to the public blockchain to pay for an NFT. So that requires you to KYC the person, identify the person, interact with that wallet using our technology, Crypto Credential technology. So we've been using that, and we're continuing to use it in other projects, including the MTN that we announced today. It is the key building block that will power the identity side of the MTN.
So what's your goal with all these new projects in the digital asset space? Do you think there's perhaps a race to create a global blockchain network, especially as it pertains to payment systems? And is this development part of an effort to win that race?
Yeah, we don't think of it as a race. I think we always approach the opportunity in terms of choice. We want to provide choice to our customers in terms of how they move value. And we as you know, well, we run a card network. We also enable cross-border payments. We have an open banking network. So what we hope is that this, with the set of foundational capabilities that we're building for the right participants, this would be a great way to write financial applications, to move value across the borders, to be able to power businesses with flexible financial applications. This MTN network will bring a credible choice in that respect.
You'll be able to watch that full interview with Raj Dhamodharan on CNBC.com/CryptoWorld. That's all for Crypto World today, but we'll be back again tomorrow, so we'll see you then.